Gemini, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to start here with your current energy and just see what is happening in your world. What do you need to focus on? Your near future. There's something around the June time frame, so really right around your birthday season, there's something that's taking place. Definitely picking up June specifically. So we'll see if that comes out more as I go through the reading. Looking here, bottom of the deck, we do have the Three of Wands showing up. So the Three of Wands, it's a card of patience, but this is also about the journey that you're on right now. And it does feel like it's going to take a period of time, and it could be until this June time period when you start to see some results of whatever it is that you're doing right now. You're not going to get that immediate kind of reward that you're looking for. It is going to take time to unfold here. That is definitely showing up with that Three of Wands. Let's get into the reading and see what else comes up. So current energy here with that Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is about you taking some sort of action. I'm getting very clear, very decisive action. Whatever it is that you're doing right now, you know exactly what you're capable of and you know the direction you want to go. The Eight of Swords is showing up here influencing this, and this tells me that you've put a lot of energy into this. You've really thought things through. Definitely a Gemini trait where you're really kind of making sure that you have all the details, that you understand all of the complexities of whatever action that you're taking here. In what you need to focus on, we do have the Knight of Wands showing up. The Knight of Wands is more impulsive action. And so this is where the universe is saying you don't need to overthink everything. Sometimes you just need to act. And so if you're in a position where you need to move, you need to take some sort of action, the guidance here is don't pause. Do something kind of right away. Whatever really speaks to you, instinctually speaks to you and says, this is the right thing to do. This is the direction that I need to go. There's something about that because I'm getting a very strong sense of if you're placed in a situation where it's either act or not act. And if you decide, okay, I need to think through what my actions are going to be, taking a step back is actually not acting. And so the not acting is an action. And so I'm getting this like weird kind of way of describing it, but it really comes down to there's going to be a period of time and you're going to have to make an in the moment decision without putting all of that extra thought and analysis behind it. And you're just going to have to do it. And that's what you're being encouraged to do here. When I look at the past energy and I'm getting the Four of Swords is all about taking some sort of break, really stepping back from a situation, understanding the impact that it's had to you, really working through that, healing from it. And so this feels like it was the beginning of that Three of Wands journey. When I look at your strength here and I'm getting the sun is hope and it's optimism and it's movement forward. This is about embracing all of the sunshine and just those kind of brighter, happier days. When I look at your near future, I'm getting the Chariot. So whatever it is that you're doing, keep doing, because I'm getting a lot of hope and optimism connected to it. This is really what's propelling you forward. And with the Chariot showing up in your near future, this is all about success. It's overcoming whatever you've been facing, whatever challenges have been kind of coming up around you, really to the surface, because it feels like they were there for a while, but maybe not immediately apparent to you that they were right there. And so a lot of success in overcoming those. When I look at these external influences over here, Seven of Wands and the Tower. The Seven of Wands, that resistance energy from the card feels a lot like the overthinking, where you really just kind of want to retreat into an old pattern or behavior that really had you taking a step back from a situation, thinking it through, analyzing it before you did anything. And there is going to be some sort of sudden change. And I don't know why this message specifically is coming across. It feels like it's going to impact multiple areas of your life, but I'm not getting a clear direction on one area right now. So it feels like it's going to be more widespread. You're going to need this in multiple areas. When I look at your hopes or fears, I'm getting the Star card. So the Star, Aquarius energy, may or may not be significant. This one here, I mean, this is all about you going after your goals, your dreams, your wishes, having them all become a reality, getting exactly what you want out of a situation. When I look at your potential outcome here and I'm getting the Knight of Cups, this is movement, but this is you going after exactly what you want. I like all of the movement that's showing up because we've got the Ace of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Cups. The Chariot's also a movement card. Cancer energy, it may or may not be significant, but I love the way that this is all playing out for you because it feels like progress. It feels a lot like progress. So let's get some additional details here. With the Ace of Wands and the Eight of Swords, I'm getting the Ace of Swords. Wow. So talk about a new beginning. Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. This is really about going in the direction that you want to go. Having that clarity, knowing exactly what action that you need to take. The universe is trying to get you to that information quicker, and it's more about trusting your instincts than anything else. You intuitively know right away whether or not something is going to be right for you, whether or not the action is going to be right for you. There's something where you need to start trusting that and relying on it. With the Knight of Wands, I'm getting the Two of Wands. When you see the potential in a situation here, act. Take some sort of action. Don't hesitate. That's what the universe wants you to do. Tell me about the Four of Swords. Queen of Wands. Lots of fire showing up in your chart. Lots of action, lots of movement. So with the Four of Swords, Queen of Wands, this tells me that when you were in this period of kind of rest, if I can get the word out, and kind of recuperating from whatever happened here, you took in a lot of information during this time, and it really did help inform your actions that you're taking now. But the period of collecting the information, kind of processing, then act, that period is coming to a close. It's more of, you know everything that you need to know at this point. You know enough about all of the circumstances around you, your own responses to things, that you need to start relying on yourself and trusting your own instincts so that when you're called upon to act, there's not going to be any hesitation, because you're not going to gain anything additional by stepping back and trying to think it through. You're going to come to the same conclusion. So it feels like almost like a wasted effort or a wasted time. And it feels like that piece, that time piece, feels very precious, where if you don't do something in the moment and you do take that step back, you would come to the same conclusion, but the situation itself is going to end up being different. It's going to be less than what you would think it would be, or it's not going to be as valuable. There's something about, you're going to get more out of it if you make a decision in the moment and you take some sort of action right then and there, as opposed to waiting. Tell me about the Sun. The Moon. So we are about to have the full moon here. So there's something really significant about shedding light on all of the dark corners, really seeing all of the details. This is definitely a Gemini type of energy where you do like to get into the details. I often describe Gemini as that kind of younger child always asking why. How do you get here? And like, how does this all work? Really trying to get into that kind of low level detail. But the reason for it is so that you can make a better informed decision. You're trying to incorporate as much knowledge as you can. That's how you're showing up here in your strength. You've got the sun and the moon, and the sun really illuminates all of the shadows. Everything that's hidden by the moon comes to the surface. And so this is really where you excel. I love that. And I say this, I'm a Gemini moon. Was born during the full moon, so I'm often in that Gemini energy. I'm either in the Sagittarius energy or I'm in the Gemini energy, and that's just really where I spend a lot of my time. So I totally get it. I'm the same way. Clarifying the Chariot, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune, this is good luck, good fortune, a positive turn of events. Along with the Chariot, I mean, this is a lot of movement forward. This is a lot of growth and expansion, and everything that's kind of starting to unfold for you, don't second guess it. You just came out of a period where you were learning so much about everything, and you were almost overwhelmed with the amount of information that was coming towards you. And so you've been kind of just taking it all in, almost like a squirrel, kind of gathering up everything to save for later. And so now it's later. Now you can just start relying on the knowledge that you've been incorporating into yourself and ingesting it in that way. You don't need to go back and get new information. You already have it. You don't need to ingest it. You already did. And so now it's about using it. With the Tower, I'm getting the Page of Wands here. This sudden change that's going to take place, the universe is changing things here. It's going to allow you, I'm getting a sense of feeling free, that it's opening you up to new possibilities. It's showing you new paths forward. It's showing you that you don't need to overthink, or you don't need to go back and kind of gather new information, that you really can just act. You have the information already within you. So clarifying the Seven of Wands, I'm getting the Seven of Pentacles with the Five of Swords. This is a lot of kind of resolving some sort of inner conflict, really trying to work through all of the details of everything. So what is happening here is that this shift that's taking place around you, I am getting a resistance to the shift, but it's more of you just weren't expecting it, and you wouldn't. With the Tower, this is not something that you would see coming. But with that Seven of Pentacles and the Five of Swords, this is where you start to really kind of, I would say, pick up the pieces, kind of correct what needs to be corrected, and really take some sort of action here. You're investing in yourself, and you're investing in your future. With the Star, I'm getting the Five of Wands. You're definitely in this period of change, but also healing. There's a lot that's taking place for you right now in the way that you're approaching situations, other people, everything. You really are trying to overcome all of the challenges that you've already been through. You're not looking to repeat any of those. I'm really getting a strong sense of whatever information you've been absorbing, you've been trying to kind of process through it all. You're still processing some of it, but you are trying to kind of heal from something at the same time. Tell me about the Knight of Cups. Lovers. That's your card showing up here. So with the Knight of Cups and the Lovers showing up in your potential outcome, this is about you going after exactly what you want. With that Lovers energy, it could be a romantic connection. This is more about the choices that you're making. And so the direction that you want to go seems to be fully aligned with where the universe wants you to be. And that I'm getting pretty strongly. There's a lot of don't second guess yourself when it comes to taking some sort of action, because I'm getting that message pretty clearly as well. So Gemini, this is your reading. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.